Shania Twain debuts at number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart with now her first studio album in nearly 15 years. The set starts atop the list with 137,000 equivalent album units earned in the week ending October 5, according to Nielsen Music. Of that sum, 134,000 were in traditional album sales, the third largest sales week for a country album in 2017, and the largest for a woman in nearly 2 years. Now, which was released on September 29 through Mercury Nashville, is Twain's second number 1 album and the first chart-topping country set by a female artist in over 3 years. The Billboard 200 chart ranks the most popular albums of the week in the U.S. based on multimetric consumption, which includes traditional album sales, track equivalent albums T and streaming equivalent albums C. The new October 21 dated chart, where Now debuts at number 1, will be posted in full on Billboard's websites on Tuesday, October 10. Twain's Now is the singer's 5th studio album, and first since Up, which was released in November of 2002. The latter album marked the performer's first number 1 on the Billboard 200, and spent 5 weeks in the penthouse and 6 weeks at number 1 on the top country albums chart. Following Up, she issued a greatest hits album 2 years later that hit number 2 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on top country albums. Then, in 2015, she released the live album Still the One Live from Las Vegas, which peaked at number 55 on the Billboard 200 and number 2 on top country albums. Now is the second country album to hit number 1 on the Billboard 200 in 2017, following Thomas Rhett's Life Changes. Now is also the first country set by a woman to lead the chart in over 3 years, since Miranda Lambert's Platinum spent a week at number 1 June 21, 2014. Additionally, Now notches the third biggest sales week for a country album in 2017, following Chris Stapleton's From a Room Volume 1 202,000 and Zac Brown Band's Welcome Home 139,000. Now also claims the biggest sales frame for a country album by a woman since Carrie Underwood's Storyteller started, with 164,000. November 14, 2015 dated chart. Twain made her Billboard chart debut on March 27, 1993 with the single What Made You Say That, which entered the Hot Country Songs chart at number 74. It eventually peaked at number 55, marking the first of over 30 hits for Twain on the list. Her self-titled debut album topped out at number 67 in 1993 on the top country albums chart, and did not reach the all-genre Billboard 200. Her follow-up, The Woman in Me, seriously changed her chart fortunes, as the album spent 29 weeks at number 1 on the top country albums chart and peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200. Her third album, the blockbuster Come On Over, spent a record 50 weeks at number 1 on top country albums, still the longest run at number 1 for any album in the chart's history, and hit number 2 on the Billboard 200. Twain's Now was led by the single Life's About to Get Good, which hit number 33 on Hot Country Songs and has so far peaked at number 12 on the Adult Contemporary Airplay chart. At number 2 on the new Billboard 200, the late Tom Petty re-enters with his greatest hits alongside the Heartbreakers, as the album returns to the list with 84,000 units, up 2,231%, and 52,000 in traditional album sales, up 3,407%. Petty died on October 2. Greatest Hits initially peaked at number 5 in February of 1994, following its release the previous year. Greatest Hits is Petty's third album to peak at number 2 on the chart, alongside Mojo 2010 and Damn the Torpedoes 1980. He hit number 1 once, with Hypnotic Eye in 2014. Demi Lovato earns her 6th top 10 album with the debut of Tell Me You Love Me at number 3. It bows with 75,000 units, 48,000 in traditional album sales. She previously hit the top 10 with all 5 of her prior releases: Confident number 2 in 2015, Demi number 3, 2013, Unbroken number 4, 2011, Here We Go Again number 1, 2009, and Don't Forget number 2, 2008. At number 4, rapper A Boogie with Da Hoodie scores his first top 10 album, as his first full-length studio album. The Bigger Artist launches with 67,000 units, 10,000 in traditional album sales. The set is largely powered by streaming activity, as it collected 54,000 units, equaling 81.2 million on-demand audio streams for the album songs in its first week. A Boogie with Da Hoodie has charted twice previously with the Mixtapes Artist number 70 and TBA No. 63. Miley Cyrus Younger now rounds out the debuts in the top 10, as the album bows at number 5 with 45,000 units, 33,000 in traditional album sales. It's Cyrus' 13th charting effort, and 11th top 10 album, including titles billed to her former Disney Channel alter ego, Hannah Montana. She was last in the top 10 with her 2013 effort Bangers, which debuted at No. 1. Post Malone's Stoney is steady at number 6 on the new Billboard 200, with 42,000 units up 14%, while Lil Uzi Vert's Love Is Rage 2 dips 4 slots to number 7 with 40,000 units down 10%. Imagine Dragons Evolve falls 1 position to number 8 with 39,000 units though up 6%, and Kendrick Lamar's Damn descends 89 with 34,000 units down less than 1%. Ed Sheeran's Divided by Divide closes out the top 10, as it's a non-mover at number 10 with 31,000 units up 4%.